We are here's yeah, gotta get that mic close to the face, but yeah, we are live. Welcome back to another beautiful stream. I am your host, Faceless Samurai, the owner of VGI, and we will be playing a little hour of brand new release. Well, actually, it's a remaster. Just trying to get my docs going here for the YouTube chat here. Okay, here it is, number one and number two. No, that's not the one I want actually. The one I want is, or is it? Okay, yeah, it's just not loading. Okay, there we go. All right. So this is set up and this is set up. All right. So we're good. We're good. So yeah, I was like, wasn't planning to stream tonight, and I'm like, yeah, maybe I should. So kind of catching me mid-stream here. Let's see how the sound is. Oh wait, maybe I should lower sound a bit, because or else it's gonna be very loud. So hopefully this works out fine. I'll try to monitor the sound, the audio. Or maybe that's a bit too loud still. Let's see if I can get it a bit lower than that. Because there's a lot of shooting, so it's gonna be hard to understand me if it's too loud. So yeah, a Space Marine 40K, oh, the remaster. I'm playing on the story difficulty setting. This is a 360 game, I think, that's been remade here for next gen. I think it's actually only on Xbox Series for the time being, as well as I don't know if it's on Xbox One actually, as well as PC. This is a Sega published title. Reminds me a bit of like, I mean, I'm not the biggest Warhammer fan here, so I don't know anything or much about the lore of the game. However, um, uh, this game, I feel like there's a lot of similarities for some reason with Gears of War. The over-the-shoulder, like third-person like view here, the way they run, the way they roll and stuff. The enemies earlier that were like running at you and exploding and stuff like that. It feels like, yeah, a lot of it is inspired by Gears of War, some fashion. Let's see if there's anything collectible hidden here. No, there's like some stuff. Usually I play the games like quickly. Like there's so much content on Game Pass. I try to do stuff super fast when I can, and get some achievements. Oh, it's like a train reminds me again of Gears of War, but whatever. And see that this is no different. Just try to go through the story quickly, get some achievements going, and then go to something else because there's so much that, and I have so little time, which is my problem. So I just try to kind of like rush, like speed run through everything I can. They just released Final Fantasy 16 on the Xbox and PC, so I was thinking of buying that game since I hadn't played the PC version yet, and I kind of like achievements, but I'm like, why should I get it now since I have all this stuff to play? But I'm not sure. I will think about it because I did start playing a bit of just to try it out, like Crash Bandicoot 4 yesterday, and it's pretty good. I'm thinking of getting that one. Like, sorry about that. I'm about to sneeze here. I just don't want to sneeze on stream. All right. Yeah, I was thinking of giving that one a go because it's pretty fun. But then now the PC version, because it's based on Battle.net, doesn't have achievements, so I would need to bring my Xbox in here in this room because oh wait, that one I use this thing here. Just yeah, I would have to be on the Xbox just so I get my achievements. So that's a bit of a problem, but it's doable. It is doable. Since I have the capture card, so I'm gonna think about that. Or else there's the new Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 remaster coming out soon, which is gonna be decent. So I'm also hoping to get my hands on that. Which is like which is why I'm like, should I get Final Fantasy 16 or should I just wait for a sale? Looks I mean, I don't know. The reviews were alright. it seems the word of mouth on the game was kind of average though. So I'm not sure, but I mean it's been a while. The thing is, I mean I kind of want to play some of this game. I know there's tactics coming out also in the summer, I think, or something like that, which means I'm gonna have another game here, which I don't have much time to play when it's a pretty long game, right? So what is going on with this guy here? He's flying in the air. So I'm like, not sure if I should get that many more games when I know I might not even have time to finish them. And I feel like I'm wasting my money here, so yeah, it's hard to say. And I have to think about that. It's a pretty decent year in gaming so far. I mean, if you're a gamer like myself and play a lot of stuff, you're pretty busy. That's all I can say. And with what they announced at the Summer Games Fest, you know, like there's even more coming out next year as well. It's gonna be a pretty big year. So I mean, they're keeping us busy here. So I'm supposed to shoot at this guy? Where are the enemies? Ah, there it is. So yeah, the games, they keep on coming. They're not giving us a break. I'll to die here. How am I supposed to get go of this thing? Okay. Whoa. So there's enemies that appear out of nowhere now. Where is he? Where is he? Oh. I feel this is kind of hard for being on the easiest difficulty level. I don't know what's going on here. Okay. It's not that. It's like they call it a remaster, but it just feels like the same game, just running at higher resolution. To be honest, it's not that big of a remaster, so I don't think they're charging full price for it though. At least it's in Game Pass, so it's not like it's costing me any thought, not much. But one day, one day I'll be older, much older. My kids will be, you know, like old enough. I'll be able to just like sit down and play games all day, and then you'll see I'll just catch up on the backlog. I'll just catch up. I think I bought that Dragon Ball Kakarot game as well, and haven't even have to, I think I played an hour of it. So that's why I'm like, oh, get off to the 16. But yeah, but you bought something recently for like 20 bucks, I think, for the Ultimate Edition, and you haven't even touched it yet, or barely. So I feel maybe I should just unsubscribe for a while. Just start going through stuff, you know, just because that Game Pass, I mean, I'm having fun with it, but it's just there. It puts that pressure, like where like, I'm playing, I have to use it, you know. or at least that's how I feel about it. So the Inquisitor before the Orcs do. I mean, so yeah, if I would unsubscribe, I mean, I would miss some games for sure, but at least all the first-party games they stay there, so you don't miss those. You just come back anytime you want. You miss some of the other stuff, but hey, it's just what it is. Like this game, I think I started because I saw the how long to beat. It's pretty short. It's a pretty short game, so I was like, I think 5 6 hours. So I'm like, yeah, I can do that. You know, I can do that. Like it's just a few nights and I'm done. You know. And the next week, yeah, I'll be dropping the kids with my parents because of reasons with summer camps and stuff. So that means I'll be alone with the wife for 2 weeks, which will simplify heavily my time, right? And that means I can probably get some gaming done here. A lot more gaming actually for those 2 weeks. So yeah, maybe I'm gonna be able to catch up a little bit on some stuff. And after that, summer vacation is coming, so I'm gonna get like 3 4 weeks here. Although I might have to go back to work for a week there, unfortunately. So might not be. And obviously I'm gonna do some other stuff with family, not just gaming. So, but yeah, it should be able to get some catch up going on here a bit. So we'll see. I really want to get my hands on that Dragon Ball. Like I'm not the biggest like anime fan, but Dragon Ball I do quite like. So and that game actually looks pretty good. So I've been wanting to get into it for a while here, and haven't had the opportunity. It's one of those because some games are like some games I feel like I can just go in and out. You know, and other games I feel like oh, there's a big guy here. I have to get the artillery out. Get this guy. Yeah, in some other games, it's like once you start, you feel like you want to get into it. You know, like not stop because then you lose kind of like your groove, or I don't know how to explain it. You know, so and Dragon Ball looks like it's one of those games, right? At least to me. So I'm like, if I start playing it, I know I have to get into it and not put it down. You know, like just play it day after day after day until I'm done, basically. So, like because in RPG you kind of like lose track. You know, like, you're not into the story anymore. You're not into this and that, and then okay, yeah, start over. And then they're pretty long games, you know. So you kind of don't want that. It's like worst case scenario. Sometimes I hear people, oh, I'll just go. No, I don't have time to restore 20 hours. You know, I don't have time for that. I need to start it and finish it. So other games sometimes like this kind of game I'll just start and go back to it later on. Some other games I'll just like when it's an RPG I'll just put everything down just for that game, right? So clear out the orcs. So there's a big orc behind. Uh, Whoa. See how he hits? That's crazy. You die, good sir. Am I out of ammo or what? It's like it's not reloading for some reason. Okay. So 0 out of 18. Oh, that's bad. I need to find some ammo. There we go. Hopefully that, yeah, 8 out of 18, that's good. Better than nothing. I'm full of this guy here and this guy here. Alright. Is there something on the other side? Before we keep going. See, this game is like 14 or 18 missions or something like that. It's not too bad. I was kind of like thinking of dropping it. It's like, it's average. It's like, to me it feels like a 6 or a 7 out of 10 maybe. So it's like, I'm pretty sure when it was released, it pretty looked pretty impressive, right? I can definitely. I don't know if it was running at 60 or at 30 frames per second. I'm guessing it was a 30 frames per second game on 360. By the graphics, going by the graphics now. I'm pretty sure that's what. I don't think Gears was. Yeah, but Gears. Well, I don't know. I don't remember actually. Was Gears 60? At least multiplayer was 60 for sure, but single player, I'm not sure anymore. That's gonna be good though. I'm gonna play that in August, I think, the Gears Remaster. And the only reason why I'm gonna play that is because it's super short, and I've done it. Whoa! These guys explode. You see, they get Gears of War. Well, yeah, I played the Gears for the one game. I finished that on insane like too many times, so I know it inside out actually. Which is why I'm pretty. Although I'm gonna get it for free because I have already. Well, I have it on Game Pass though, but actually I haven't done my. I don't know why. You're supposed to get a code if you've played it before. They give you a free version, and I do own Gears of War Ultimate, and I didn't get my code, which I find weird. Because I've seen lots of people online get their codes, and I haven't gotten mine. And yeah, achievement, me happy. Actually, I need to hit someone like from close here to get some life back. Alright, there we go. But Gears is just, it's a classic, it's so good. It's so good that I'm like, I mean, to me, even though it's like, I could spend that time playing something else, I'll probably just play it just because the game's awesome. It's one of those timeless titles, right? In my opinion. It defined a generation of shooters, basically. Mr. Cliff Bleszinski, the man. Unfortunately fell off the face of the earth here, but hey. At least he left his mark, right? That's what like some of those like David Jaffe, you know, like they like what's become of them, you know, but they created like huge franchises, right? Like Gears of War or God of War in this case for Mr. Jaffe. So I mean, even though they're not as relevant today, right, in terms of like actual like new games, at least they've made their marks. Like they won't be forgotten, right? They created huge franchises, they defined like genres, so I think it's all that matters, right? That people remember what you did. I think if you've impacted people's life like that, I think it's you've won. Basically, is what I'm trying to say here. Oh, big orc guy. Boom. Whoa. Someone's shooting at me from far or from close, I don't know. I'm out of ammo. Pistol? Yeah. Kinda crappy, but alright. You gotta do what you gotta do. It's pretty like one color, and it's a very brownish, grayish overall the environment. So some of the newer games they kind of look cool though, like a lot more colorful. Like I was thinking about this game just because like I know the sequel I think like it did incredibly well in terms of sales. So I was like, hey, if it's that good, you know, and they made a sequel for it, maybe it's worth playing. Wanted to see, I can kind of see the appeal here, so I could see how they were able to improve in the sequel, right? Uh, just they had a good base to work on, so that's probably why. I just don't know how the first one did compared to how well the second one is doing right now. Just want to kill this guy here. Ah, finishing move. Cut him in half. We know this has that like the Warhammer has franchise has had huge impacts overall. I mean, we know for example the Blizzard, like Warcraft and Starcraft, they're heavily inspired by Warhammer, right? Like, isn't the story that they were trying to get the license or something? They couldn't. They made their own thing or something like that. But we know it's like heavily based off of this. So I know quite a few people actually who love this franchise, and they do all those little like figures that you paint and stuff. Obviously we gotta forget Mr. What's his name again? Henry Cavill here. Loves this stuff. Right, so if Henry Cavill loves this, it must be good. Because he's the Superman. Or he was the Superman. Oh, the big guy grabbed me. Wait, what? What's that? Time for some explosives, you say? Oh, there's more than one. You, sir, need to die. How many of them are there? Oh wait, can I do the... Nice. You get cut in half. Good. Good. And this on the hardest difficulty must be pretty hectic. And the manufactorum. Well, you're probably about to see him. What time is it now? 10? Yeah, start late. As usual, you know me. I'm always late. Always, but I do what I can. Since I cannot respect, go by a fixed schedule, I just do whatever I can. I need to get one of those webcams that's better, like that can make like maybe like I was thinking like a green background or something. Maybe I could put something behind there because you just seeing my vacuum and stuff. It's kind of sucks. Thing is, I don't have a big room to dedicate to this. Unfortunately, my house is pretty packed already, and actually I'm the one who got the smallest room here. Everyone has all the nice stuff, and I'm stuck in my laundry room, which is all I got left. At least it's peaceful, right? I'm in my own little world here. I just close the door and like no one bothers me, so that's fine. That's nice. It's just when they're washing clothes, it's super noisy, obviously. So there's nothing here. So chapter 6. So you see, like I probably have time to do another chapter. By then I'm almost like halfway through the game, so just a few nights and I'll be done. But again, this is one of those games where like if I had like a rogue ally, for example, X or something like that, I could be playing this while I'm making supper, and I would get through it much faster. Which is one of the reasons why when I get into those, maybe I should just get one of the older ones. Like, because there's some used ones online, I think they're pretty cheap, and I don't think there's gonna be huge differences between the Ally and Ally X. I mean, sorry, the old one with the new one, the Z2 Extreme, which is slightly more efficient, as well as the battery. But if I'm playing plugged in, I won't notice anyway, which is something I can do. So I'm thinking maybe I should splurge. Like I should get one, since it will get the software upgrade from Microsoft anyway later on, and I could play all this stuff. I can get ahead, on my gaming a little bit. I feel it would be worth it. It's pretty cool looking scene here. I'm just trying to optimize my schedule, basically. It's like, because I could play at lunch. The thing is, I hit the gym, and if I don't hit the gym at lunch, then I have to hit the gym at night, which wastes even more time, which is why I do it at lunchtime. At least, and then I just grab my shake, and then that's done, so I can eat while I'm working afterwards, so I save even more time. So that to me is very optimal. It's not gonna get any better than this. So because I used to do my, actually I used to do my Fortnite days at work before I started doing that. But I think it's a better use of my time to do my gym. So yeah, at this point there's not much optimization I can do more than this. I could play like later at night, but sometimes I like to cool down before I go to sleep. The hour before. That's why I usually stop streaming around 10:30. I'll just go grab my last snack of the day and just sit down and watch half a movie or watch a TV show or something, just as my way of cooling down here. It's brain-wise, just to slow it down. Just before I go to sleep. Basically, is the idea. I don't know if it makes a difference, but since I barely get any sleep anyway, I feel like I should at least do a little bit, so that's what I do. Plus I need to eat and I can't be eating well, I could eat while I'm playing, but I kind of like to enjoy my last meal at night and relax on the couch. There's some more stuff I could do. Maybe I could beat honest because of the, maybe I need to head to the store, buy more Tupperwares, because I always run out of Tupperwares at night. I need to wash them for the kids for school. Maybe I could just use new ones, put their ones to wash. I don't have to wait for it at night and then make all, because that way I could make lunch for the kids while I'm doing the dishes, so I could save even more time there. I guess I do have a bit of optimization I can do. Not much, but if I would save that half hour in the evening, it's half an hour I can spend maybe more gaming before I go to sleep, and maybe I should actually. But I just need to be steady right now. The thing is, that's the thing, right? In the evening, sometimes I'm on the computer just looking at stuff. I'm like, why am I doing that? I'm just wasting time. Just get straight to gaming, right? But still, even with that, let's say I get right now, I do get easy 30 minutes to an hour of switch to gaming. I've noticed just because of the handheld stuff. That's why I'm like, okay, if I get the other handheld and I get all my stuff, so Switch 2 plus my Xbox stuff, PC stuff on my handheld or handhelds. I mean, it means I would do most of my gaming on the handheld, which not the most fun. Sometimes it's nice to have the big screen, but at the same time, if that's what it takes, right? That's what it takes. And then from there, you get half an hour there, half an hour here, and overall you finish your games much faster. So yeah. Whoa. So yeah, I might actually start looking at the. I don't know. I don't know if I have the money, but I might look. Wait, I took the wrong weapon here, huh? The stalker. That's what I want. Boom. There you go. Wait, there's enemies in the back now? Where are they going? Just wish when you did this, that the game would slow down, you know? So that you pick your weapons, because you cannot use the right stick to pick, you have to use the left stick. But then if you're moving while you're trying to pick a weapon and you're like in a hectic situation, and at the same time the game doesn't slow down, it kind of doesn't make sense, you know, they're not really helping you out to, like, like here I'm trying to choose a weapon, but my character is moving at the same time. That's not really good design, right? They should have used the right stick to, or like the D-pad, for example, because at least with the D-pad I could just like keep moving and reach with the other hand, you know. But I can't do that with the left stick, so that few things for there that are not fully optimized in my opinion. Not the end of the world, it just could be better. Looking at those suits, I wonder, did the are the suits in Fallout also inspired from this? It's like, oh, Lord Titus, stuff like that. It kind of reminds me of the names in the Fallout show. Like, I'm like, did they, you know, did a lot of franchises basically get inspired by Warhammer? I mean, it's totally possible, right? That it had this impact on all these game creators. Yeah, the guy from earlier. What's the other in his forehead? Did he get bullets in there or something? Or shrapnel? The status of the experimental device. Sorry about this. How is that? Save 50% on World of Warcraft? No. And there's one thing I am not getting back into, it's World of Warcraft. Not that I don't like the game, but I did try though the uh, the classic. It's pretty fun. I'll be honest. It's very fun, but it's so time consuming that if I do get back into that game, it means I would drop everything else completely, because that's the only way you can have barely enough time, at least in my case, to even do anything. That's bad. That's evil. Don't do that. That's not very nice. Is there a... Okay, I'll just go back to the bolter here. There was that bolt gun game. I think they're making a sequel. It was pretty nice. It's like a boomer shooter. Kind of like a very simple graphics here. It's pretty cool looking pixelated game, you know. Like kind of like Minecraft-ish graphics. It's a shooter, pretty fast-paced, based in the Warhammer 40k universe. Get all the big guys dead, and then guessing it's gonna be boss time. Is he still around or did he run? I thought he was up there. I guess he's like gonna kill him in another room. Just trying to get my ammo here. I don't know if it looks strange. I know I have one ear. It's just I always use it just in case like someone calls me around or whatever. It's kind of like habit I do with having kids and stuff. I do it all the time, even when I'm alone in the evening, play by myself. This runs pretty smoothly, huh? I don't have the most powerful PC, but I guess some of the advantages of keeping a 1080p screen can keep stuff running for a bit longer, since I don't need to push that many pixels, right? Helps out a bit. It does suck a little bit because it's nice to have the higher graphics, but whatever. Over time I realized games are still fun even if you run them at like lower graphics, and I have a lot of fun playing the Switch 2 and stuff, so I'm like, you know what, whatever. It's still enjoyable. And you can tell the difference, obviously. Wait, where am I supposed to go back? Wait, kind of lost here. I went down here, but I think I went down just for the weapon, huh? I think so. That gun here, is that supposed to be good? Oh, it has a... it overheats or whatever. Like a shaman. They had the Nintendo Direct today with the... I haven't watched it yet. They watched a new trailer though, but the Donkey Kong Bonanza. Kinda wanna get it, it looks pretty cool overall. It's just $100, man. Damn you, Nintendo. Can I charge? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, yeah, because my year so far, looking at that game looks fun. Like Tony Hawk, I feel like I can pretty finish quickly enough, right? Without going too crazy. So that's one of those games where I think I should do it because it's gonna be fun. But afterwards, it's like August is Years of War again, which I think I should finish fast. And then after that, we have like Keeper, which I definitely want to play just because it's Double Fine. Everything they do is awesome. And then I think there's another game coming out. I think they have like 2, 3 games coming out, one after the other, like super close by. But I don't think Keeper is gonna be that long of a game. Usually Double Fine doesn't make super long games. Although Psychonauts 2 was somewhat long, but like maybe the 28 something hours, which is manageable for sure. Call of Duty is Call of Duty. You know, sometimes I play, sometimes I don't, so don't care as much. But I'll probably do some multiplayer with the friends for sure, a little bit just for fun, you know. But, yeah, I might have to skip some stuff if I'm honest here. Oh, I remember it's Outer Worlds 2. And then in July, I forgot about Grounded 2, and I know my brother's already talking about it because we played the first game like crazy. But the thing is, it's early access, right? So I might do some streams here. I don't know if my brother's gonna want to do some streams with me because he does speak English, but I don't think he's gonna want to stream. So I don't know how they're gonna do it because usually I think they changed that with the first game. I haven't played in a while since we finished it because you could. They don't need the person hosting. Like he was hosting, so I could only play when he was on for it to keep going on his map. Because we did finish the game over time, but since it's early access, it takes a while before they get all the content out. So at some point you're like stuck. You know, you can keep farming and just playing for fun, but like you can't do everything, which means that even though you're gonna rush some stuff, you just gotta keep progressing like in the story at some point. So, but I know he does. He plays like crazy. He just like wait, is there something? Okay, he'll play so much and they're like, hey, come online, I'll shoot you something, and it's like gonna have this base fully like decked out, you know, and stuff, and he's gonna be like, here, take this, take that. He's gonna give me like, oh wow, I didn't have that before. Did I have that before? That's new. He's gonna be like, here, take this armor and these weapons and stuff, and like put that on, and he's gonna have everything already done for me, basically. That's what he always does. Because he has a lot more time than I do to play, so he just farms everything for me, basically. Because he needs help to finish the rest of the game, so he knows I don't have as much time, so he'll just play for me, get me the stuff, and then he's like, here, take this, come and help me. Oh. What? He's like wrestling with me or something. Boom. Axe stuck in the forehead. That never feels good. Axe is pretty cool. Did he get stunned now? Here. Ah. It's like when he gets stunned, if you hit him another time, then you unstun him, I guess. Whoa. Who's shooting at me? I need to do this to you so I can get some health back, my friend. And you too, is gonna help a bit. Make every bit counts, right? There we go. Okay, I think I can progress here a bit. Activate this. What's this machine gonna do? Evil man. Not very nice. Not very nice, sir. So we were friends here. I'm supposed to, yeah, okay. The power of the sun in the palm of my hands. Retrieve the power source. I have retrieved it. And I've made my achievements. How many am I at actually? I've passed the 200k. I'm actually quite happy about that. Yeah, 242. It's pretty cool. Very happy about this. I know some people have a lot more, but as a gamer dad, I'm happy with that. Chapters. Do we have time for another chapter here? Maybe we do. Maybe we do. Sewers. I don't like those stages. That's why maybe we should do it now, just to make sure we rush it, you know. Boom rush. That sewer stage, because we don't like it. No me gusta. No me gusta. We will do it quickly. And get chapter 8, and then we will have to part ways, because it's gonna be my second, or it's gonna be my evening snack time, actually. Shouldn't say it. I am on the strict timetable. Maybe I should get back into WoW just so I can stream with. I told my wife she should be streaming. She did a lesson, but she plays like so much that she would probably do well in terms of streaming. She's very good as well as what she does. She just doesn't believe me. Whoa. That gun is kind of crappy. Maybe I need to change. Can I change? Yeah. Well, it has its uses, obviously, against like the guys with the shield and stuff. Wait, I'm getting killed here. Let's do some fireworks here. Boom. Boom, like that. I thought it was far enough on that grenade, but I guess not. Maybe that's what we need to do here. We need to do a little finishing moves. Get some life back. I'm actually wondering what I'm going to be watching on Netflix afterwards. I don't know if there's anything good that was released recently. I just watched The Accountant 2, I think, which was alright. Nothing crazy, but okay. I think they have the last season of what's it called again? Look at the name. Stranger Things coming out this fall, right? So that's gonna be about time. Be some good TV shows there at least, a little bit, you know. I think they're all like movie-sized episodes, so that's pretty cool as well. Love that show. Obviously, those 80s vibes, being an 80s kid, you know, is unmatched. Like, I do have the Vans shoes. They're pretty cool. Should have gotten the jeans vest, and I missed that. Pretty some people like scalping it on eBay right now and charging crazy prices for it. It was pretty cool. Whereas I said in the store, I just didn't get my hands on it, so it's my fault. Wait, what? Is there a... Where am I supposed to go? What was it there? Oh yeah, it's right in my face. Those are little... Oh, I don't want to say the word. Trying to keep this PG. But yeah. Yeah, they do remind me of those what's it called? Those guys in Gears of War that they explode. They run at you and they explode. Like this game is basically like, in some respects, it's a rip off of Gears of War. Too much. But then to their, I mean, how's the word into their whatever like the I don't remember the expression, but like a lot of people were doing that back in the day anyway, right? That was a big thing. So that was like just like people are copying the Souls likes right now with like Dark Souls. People were ripping off Gears of War back then because it was the thing, the game of the moment, you know. So I can't understand where they're coming from, but and I guess that's the thing with Warhammer, right? It's like use a franchise and just in different genres, you know, that fit with the universe, like depending on what you're trying to achieve there. Just use a franchise accordingly, you know, because it's a franchise that can be used in tons of different game styles. At the end of the day, that's my understanding here. Sometimes it's more like CRPGs, sometimes it's more like a first-person shooter, like a arena-based stuff. You know, sometimes it's more like this, like a brawler. You know. Here we go. Got to recover some health. I guess the big differentiator here with Gears was the melee combat, right? Because Gears didn't have much of that. Oh, there's a big guy here. He's gonna toss me. Alright, let's get the rocket, not rocket, but the grenade thing here. Just to make sure we don't die here. How many does he require? There you go. Is there anything here? Yes, there is. It's kind of weird. Then that you run up those little steps. Oh, rockets. Also, it's almost my fault. Like, I noticed I was rewatching one of the streams and I noticed the sound isn't that great with this mic. Either I have to get a better headset, but that's a nice mic, or I'm gonna have to start using the separate mic that I have. It's just I need to set it up better, so I'm not always like going far enough to try to talk. So yeah, definitely something I have to look into because the sound is average. I notice when I don't use the external mic, and that's my fault. That's me being a little bit lazy. Oh, that met. Huh. What is that? It's not bad actually. I wonder what did they replace it for? Don't know if I should keep that. The reloading time is long, but it's pretty cool. If I'm honest here, it seems to be pretty powerful. The range though is not. Oh, I'm already out. Yeah, that's kind of crappy. That's kind of crappy there. I barely got any killing done here, and now I'm already out. Thought it was like an infinite thing, you know, just like you just wait and then it replenishes itself. But it seems like it has a canister or something you had to replenish there. I might swap it back to the other weapon. Yeah, this is a pretty cool weapon actually. Sniper. Or maybe I can swap for whatever. I just had that in my hand at the time, I guess. It's possible. Okay, nothing here. More ammo here. Usually go for my bolter here. Just trying to rush this here because we're about to hit the 1 hour mark. So I want to get that chapter done. So next time we restart all of the source. I might actually stream tomorrow afternoon. Now that I think about it, I might be available early. Get some streaming done early in the day. I feel like it's not like lost in the end because if you're not watching live, you can just catch the replay. So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter really when I do it as long as it's, you know, it's like it's both the live part plus the recorded part in the end. So, yeah, it would make it much more easier if it was on the schedule, that's for sure. Even if it's just because I feel like that's my problem. I think 1 hour a night is not enough. I feel like people watch people streaming. They like to watch several hours of it, you know. And it's something I might not be able to really do, unfortunately, which is why I'm like, either I just changed my delivery, you know, like in terms of like stop this type of content or work on some other content instead, which is something I have thought about, or just keep going like that and see what happens. Because we thought that like 2 3 hours, cause unless I'm doing the 1 hour stream there, I just set like one night or two a week where I do like let's say 9 to midnight and I do like a 3 hour straight, which is also something that could be done. Definitely have to think it out here, think it through and see what's better for me. Either I do a bunch of smaller streams or I just do one big stream, right? Shoot those humans. Oh wait, yeah, you're not coming in. You need to die. Oh, nice. Another achievement. Wait, I made a good progress on my achievements tonight, I think. They don't give that many points, but I'll still take it. Uh, the splice squee, whatever he said. Was he riding that monster or what? Felt like it looked like he was riding it. Crush the face. Crush your enemies. See them driven before you, and hear the lamentation of the woman. In the words of Conan, he dead. He dead, bro. See, I don't think we've ever. They had the like, Age of Conan, the MMO, and that Conan kind of like arc game, you know, like the like sandboxy game. But I don't know if it was actually that popular. It didn't seem that fun. I played it a bit, but I thought it was pretty average. I don't know if we've got one actual good Conan game, right? Now that I think about it. But I mean, Age of Conan, I guess I mean, it still lives up to this day. It was alright. Remember back then when it was released, I was like, I ordered the game and I was like, yeah, this is gonna replace World of Warcraft, you know. I'm like, I'm gonna get into it and stuff. And I remember going to EB Games back in the day, and the guy was like, yeah, man, we're forming a group here where all people like dropping WoW. You want to join me? Join us? I'm like, yeah, sure, man. And just about the game, and like 1 month after, I'm like, back to WoW. I completely dropped it. Feels like every MMO, every other MMO was like, yeah, this is the new thing, you know. People are gonna drop WoW for it, and it never happened. Nothing has been able to dethrone it to this day. Final Fantasy 14 has done good for itself, that's for sure though. Final Fantasy 11 also, I think I read recently that it got like a new record of users that they haven't seen in like I don't know how many years for the anniversary thing. I actually really enjoyed that game. I remember playing it on my PS2 here and then on my 360. Pretty decent experience. Pretty fun. Just in terms of interface, no, it was pretty bare bones, I guess, in the sense that oh, I didn't see I was dying here. But yeah. Thought of the day. Success is measured in blood. Okay, let's see. Okay, at least we're not too far back from where we died. Just gotta be more careful here. We need to use... no, I think we're good with that. I think we're good with that. Imagine if they had ripped off um, active reload as well. Would be crazy. Total rip-off. Where are they? Boom. Oh, that's a friend. But yeah, FF11, going back to that, like the game was way more hardcore, I would say. It wasn't really user friendly in a way, so I thought it was much harder than WoW at the time. But it does have its following. There's still people playing it that they should have kept going though with the mobile development. They had like a cell phone version that they were making, and they didn't. I think they canceled it, which is a shame. Could have had like a resurgence with that version. At least that's what I feel like. Because it's a good game. So having something that's been alive for years, that has lots of content made available on cell phone, I think could have done the big numbers, because we all know that mobile gaming is pretty big. I feel like my game is lagging a lot. Wasn't doing that earlier. Hey, we're out of the sewers. Let's see. Is there a chapter change here? Yes, so chapter 8. And let's see here. I think that's almost wait. That's what Space Marines, huh? Warhammer. Whoa, what am I writing here? Warhammer 40k Space Marine Guide. Let's see how many. So yeah, 17 chapters, and we're at chapter 8, so almost halfway. So that's pretty good. I think we're gonna call it a night. I think that's enough for today. It's good progress here. Happy about that. It was a decent, yeah, decent progress overall. So yeah, thank you for watching this last minute Space Marine stream tonight. It's a bit different from the Motorcore World. I've been streaming a lot lately. Good progress on there though. I've done my first cup at 150cc. Done all the other ones at 100 already with 3 stars. Plus the knockout tours, all 3 stars, 100cc as well. So now I'm starting 150. I'm trying to do all 3 stars. I don't know how much I can do. I'm gonna reach some point where I might not be able to do them all at 3 stars, unfortunately. I don't know if it gives you anything actually, or if it's just for bragging rights. But whatever, I'll still try. It's a fun game, and I just play it on the spare time, that I have. But yeah, again, thanks for watching the stream. Don't forget to just subscribe and follow, just to make sure you don't miss whenever I come online. If you actually want to catch it live and not replay, that way you can actually talk to me, which is always nicer in terms of interaction. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Alright, ciao.